So on Thursday, which was 2 days ago, Erling Haaland was recognized by Guinness World Records for his achievement and the record that has broken ever since he came to the Premier League. The first one was the only player to score 36 goals in 38 Premier League matches. Erling Haaland is the only player in the history of the Premier League to score 36 goals in 38 Premier League matches. Nobody has ever done that. And Erling Haaland did it in his first season at Manchester City. The second one was the player to score 5 goals in a single match in the Champions League. He is tied with Lionel Messi and Adriano. In fact, in that match that Erling Haaland scored these 5 goals, if not that Pep Guardiola removed him around 60-something or 70-something minutes, Erling Haaland could have broken that record and would have been the only player to have scored the most goal in a Champions League match. But unfortunately, Pep Guardiola denied him of that opportunity. The third one was the player. The third one they recognized Erling Haaland is the player that scored the most goals in the UEFA Nations League. Erling Haaland has scored 19 goals in the UEFA Nations League. The second person in that list is Cristiano Ronaldo with 15 goals. The fourth record that was recognized by the Guinness World Record for Erling Haaland is that he's the player with the fewest game to reach 100 Premier League goals. Yes, Erling Haaland is the player with the fewest game to reach 100 Premier League goals. Erling Haaland played 111 games and he scored 100 goals. In perspective, it took Aran Shearer 124 games to score 100 goals. And it took Harry Kane 141 goals to score 100 Premier League goals. It took Mohamed Salah 162 games to score 100 Premier League goals. So you see, Erling Haaland deserves this Guinness World Record. He deserves it. Erling Haaland is a prolific striker. He's an incredible player. He's an incredible goal scorer. I can even go as far as to say that Erling Haaland is the greatest goal scorer the world have ever seen. Yes, he might not have the flair, he might not have the dribbling accuracy, he might not have the ball control, but when it comes to goal scoring, just put the ball just putting the ball at the back of the net. Erling Haaland is the greatest when it comes to that. Erling Haaland might have the fewer touches in a match, but he will score 2 or 3 goals with that fewer touches. He doesn't need to touch the ball 30 or 50 or 60 times. All he needed is just 10 to 15 times and he will give you 2 or 3 goals. That is why I say Erling Haaland is the greatest goal scorer of all times. And one of the most interesting aspects of Erling Haaland pattern or style of play, or style of playing football, is the fact that Erling Haaland is rarely offside. You barely catch Erling Haaland on offside position. In fact, as a Manchester City fan, one of the things I enjoy about watching Erling Haaland is the fact that whenever Erling Haaland scored a goal and he celebrates, don't worry, that goal is going to stand. For most strikers, once they score a goal, you start looking at maybe referee or the right man, whether they were offside, or maybe you start looking for VAR to check whether that was a goal or not. But with Erling Haaland, VAR barely check his goals because he's barely offside. In fact, if Erling Haaland scored a goal and it has to go to the VAR monitor to check whether that was a goal or not, just be rest assured that Erling Haaland was never the one in offside position when that goal was scored. It might be the person that assisted him in that goal. It might be the person. A case in point is our match against Aston Villa. Mamouche was offside when he squared the ball. When he squared the ball to Erling Haaland, Erling Haaland scored. And Rashman raised his flag. I was telling my friends that day that this offside that these people are looking for is not from Erling Haaland. I was so sure that I bet on it that Erling Haaland was not offside in this goal. Lo and behold, when they check, it was Mamouche who was offside. It was Mamouche who was on offside position before he squared the ball to Erling Haaland. So Erling Haaland is barely in an offside position in any goal that he scored. That is one of his greatest attributes as a striker, as a goal scorer. Erling Haaland is incredible, and I'm happy that Guinness World Record recognize him. Now, if you want to mention anybody you think is the greatest goal scorer of all time, you have to come with your receipt, because now Erling Haaland has a receipt, yet it is from the Guinness World Record as the greatest goal scorer of all time. All the records you see here, all the records that I mentioned, it's all about goal scoring. It's not about delivering. It's not about assist. It has nothing to do with all those things. They are all about goal scoring, because that is what Erling Haaland gives you. He gives you goal and nothing else.